I see you want a frappe. Well, how would you like it? Shaken or stirred? I would like it stirred, not shaken. Good choice, Mr. Hanto. Yes, very good choice indeed, because that is the correct answer. No, really, I don't know why people keep saying shaken, not stirred, because that is not how I make a martini. It becomes muddled. Even if you read the original Peter Fleming books, he clearly states stirred, not shaken. I don't know why they switched that in the Sean Connery movies. Yes, I'm revisiting the James Bond movies because it's part of my New Year's resolution. I finally made a proper list. But we're not here to talk about James Bond. We are here to talk about Hanto Chocolat because we are here on the Morphin Network. Happy Wednesday, everyone, because we are going to be discussing Kamen Rider Gavv episode 28. Can you believe we're already 28 episodes in? That's crazy, man. That's totally crazy. But yes, we are here to discuss episode 28, which is Chocolate Frappe of Bonds. Well, Chocolate Frappe, but they did not hyphenate the E, which they should. Well, not hyphenate, put the accent on the E, which is the correct way of doing it. And yes, it is quite a cool episode, if I do say so myself. We have a continuation of the story arc involving Hanto coming to terms with Bitter's death, as well as Suga's betrayal, and him turning himself into a cookie. And yeah, some interesting stuff happens in this episode. We don't even have the theme song to this episode, crazy enough. Like we just have to flashback and cut straight into the episode. So yeah, Hanto is just not doing so hot. Shoma also not doing so hot. So while Dente is trying to build a new, well, what's I don't even know the name of the belt that Vlam uses. Like it's crazy. Because I've seen Vlam for the past 12 episodes, and yet I don't even remember the name of his driver. But I do know that his gimmick toys are flan and jelly themed, but don't remember the name of the actual belt, weirdly enough. But yeah, no, Hanto's in a bad mood, so like he gets his butt kicked on his way to Captain Bitter's office, and he gets some flashbacks and how like he's upset that he died and he feels like it's all his fault. And it's like this, like I didn't have a father, but he was my dad, and I lost him, and I feel stupid because of it. Meanwhile, Sachika cleaned up Dente's cave like thoroughly, and she even left what's it called? A note saying cleanup agreement. Don't complain. Resolve to pick stuff up. A floor that can be seen is a floor that makes you happy. Well, a clean floor is a happy floor is a better way of translating it. And lastly, cleaning your room is cleaning your soul, which is true. But then, Michael Scott is going to retort by saying a cluttered desk is a cluttered mind, so an empty desk is an empty mind. Not really. Not really. Well, actually, yes, an empty desk is an empty mind, but your desk doesn't have to be empty. It just needs to be neat. So yeah, I got my laptop, I got my microphone, I got my hard drive, my CD drive, the capture card. So and an extra USB cable to hook up my phone to my thing, but to my computer. But the thing is, and my official Mark Richardson power coin, signed and authentic. Yes, I'm the frog. But other than that, I have a clean desk. It's just not empty. It's called reconciling the facts. Remember, keep your place clean. It's good for you. And the thing is, the more frequently you clean your house, the less there is for you to clean up. No, seriously, we finally get more Sachika being best girl. We went over this a lot of times, but we're gonna keep going over it. Sachika is the best girl. She's not even the goat. She's the boat. The best of all time. Yeah! 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 Nothing more to say about her. It is what it is. But Shoma encounters Hanto, and Hanto's just trying to Hanto's just brooding. Shoma's trying to make him happy because Sachika rubbed off on him. He gets parfaits. He gets a parfait. Well, not a part. No, sorry, not a parfait. A frappe. They're very similar, but they're not. Parfait is strictly yogurt layered with fruit. A frappe is a stirred cold beverage, usually with coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker, so I'm strictly going yogurt with chocolate. So, yes. It's kind of an interesting story of how the frappe was invented. There's basically three conflicting stories, one in the United States, one in France, and one in ancient Greece. Not ancient Greece, modern Greece. But all of them take place in the late 19th century. And basically the overall story is a person working for Nestle Coffee House. Oh, that's the American and French version, and a person in a Greek coffee house. Both coffee houses, but both stories kind of work the same way. Basically, someone wants to make coffee. They're in a hurry to make coffee. They can't find hot water because you have to boil water and then pour it over. Pour it over coffee grinds in order to create a hot coffee blend, but you can't find any hot water. So what do? Here's a crazy idea. What if I added some ice? Total opposite. Let's add some ice and milk or cream. The frappe was invented. Okay, so the original name for frappe, okay, it's kind of weird because frappe actually means beaten beverage because you actually do have to stir the ingredients. You're not shaking them, you have to stir them. And frappe also in French means angel wings, which I get it. It's fluffy, especially in the upper region. But yeah, as long as it's properly stirred, it does have a thick and creamy texture to it. Obviously, if you add some sugar or some other confections, it's going to have a sweeter taste to it. It's going to be bitter otherwise. But you definitely need some dairy product in order to give it its viscosity and lighter, creamier color. Otherwise, you're going to get some weird thing where it's just runny black substance at the bottom because that's the coffee, and then frothy top layer where the whipped cream is. It doesn't need whipped cream, but it does make it look nice. But yeah, Shoma tells Hanto, look, man, I went through a lot. I'm not feeling too hot. You're not feeling too hot. But the thing is, if there's anything I learned from Sachika is we gotta keep on keeping on because one good turn deserves another bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Yeah, that's right. I'm quoting SAO abridged. But yeah. Um so Vlam is just storms into this dude's hideout, and they're playing Rockabye on a record player, which I'm gonna be honest, is kind of creepy. So Vlam fights off one of the bitter Gavs while Suga makes a run for it. And yeah, I'm just gonna focus strictly on the Vlam part of the episode real quick, just to get it out of the way. So during the fight, they end up in a room with a bunch of incubation tanks.
What the hell is that?
No, for real. Like, that was freaking creepy. Like I know he's cloning Shoma, but you don't see the actual incubation. Like, you even have like a younger version of Shoma, like inside a tank with like full of red liquid, like he's freaking Neo from the Matrix, but with hair. And I'm like, WTF? So yeah, Vlad defeats the two bitter Goths like very quickly. I'm impressed. It's like he didn't get any new forms, so he's just so either these new bitter Goths are getting weaker, or Vlam is just getting more experienced. Either way, it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope, and what's really weird is that, like, when he destroys the last bitter Gavv, he destroys the incubation tank with him. And I'm like, okay, that's good. You know, like, you got your Krillin mode. I killed Cell! But then you have this, you see like these baby socks. He's like, what is this? And as he walks away, the scene shifts to freaking a photo of Suga holding a baby. So Suga, to my understanding, is basically Shao Tucker. You're bastard! It was your own daughter! Like
I was not in.
What?
What the hell is that?
Seriously! He's Shao Tucker! I'm not hating the writing. This is actually good writing. But the levels of effed up that this character is, like, I am amazed that the writers went this far. I mean, you could say, but what about the main villain from Gotchard and Atropos? Shut up. What about Archimandel? Shut up. What about the head of Phoenix? Shut up. What about Isaac from the Pseudo Logo? Shut up. Seriously, like, I know that other villains from Kamen Rider have done some pretty effed up things in the past. But seeing it done by a human, that's the freaky part. It's like Archimandel, like, you can't 100% say that you can't assume he's a human. He's from that future dimension, wherever Gene and Kyun came from. Grayon, like, the dude, like, we're just gonna pretend Grayon never existed. The dude from Phoenix, whose name I forgot, for all we know, he sold his soul to freaking Gavv way before. So at the time of the mess of things he did, like, he's already not a human. I mean, like, he even turns into a Gifford. My head hurts from how messed up this guy is. But yes, he shows up to fight our two main heroes. And yes, Shoma tries to fight him off while Hanto goes back to Dente's cave in order to get the new driver, which isn't ready yet, by the way. But he still rushes in anyways. So then the two of them are fighting him off. You know, Sachika's feeling proud. But Hanto's not having it, and he gets really pissed. And it's like, I could make the ultimate life. I don't want to be ultimate life form. I'd rather be a normal, weak human than work with a monster like you. So basically, you bastard! It was your own daughter! Ah, how dare you! How dare you! Seriously, like, there's a certain level of satisfaction of watching Edward do that to Xiao, because Xiao totally deserves it. And of course, right as Hans is about to get cookie punched, freaking Shoma, like, parries his attack, and then he's fighting the both of them in their, like, while they're both in their civilian form, and the two of them do like this double punch together, and somehow their friendship causes Shoma to spit out none other than a Frappe Gochizo. And just like a classic moment from Power Rangers SPD, which, by the way, happy 20th anniversary. Like, he pulls a Jack Leonard's like, Hanto, this one's all yours. You sure? Yeah. SPD! Emergency! SPD Red Ranger! And then he used the Battleizer and fights Murloc. But what's cool about the Scotch cheese is that he actually has to stir it, just like the actual thing. It was like, and then a bunch of tiny ones are like mixing the frappe, like just like with the gelatin. It's like, and he gets like this icy form, just like Shoma's freaking frozen sorbet form. But I have to say, the color palette does look a lot better here. It's sort of like a color inversion of the original Val and Chokodon, but where, like, instead of having tiny gold decals with a lot of brown all over, he's like mostly gold with brown as a secondary color, a little bit of red decals. But the weirdest part is he's got straw, like, right here on the back of his head. It's like how what's his name? Kamen Rider Rogue had like that fragile sticker on the back of his helmet. And it's just so cool to look at. Like, Like seeing the way he fights him and the way he really goes at. Oh man, this was such a beautiful fight, man. Like he's really making the most of the sequence. Like he's doing all these cool rolls. He makes like an icy kick, and he's like sliding on the ground and still kicking him. And then he does this really cool thing where like he does like a drop kick that causes like a wave of ice to like spread out, and he does like a thing where he freezes his own arm to the ground so he could do a drop kick from the ground. Oh yeah, there's like a sequence where like they're inside a library, the manga section, and and he uses a white chocodon in order to like, make himself like a white chocolate gun. I haven't seen those white chocolate guns in a while, so I love seeing those. So now it's like a duel between the dual wielding pistols inside a library. This is just so cool to watch. Like, if nothing else, if there's one thing that Kamen Rider Gavv really excels at, is gunslinging scenes. Like any scene where you have two characters fighting, shooting at each other with guns, they go full John Wick on that. Like I have so much love and respect for that. Man, like props to the stunt department for real though. And like it gets to the point where like he just wrecks Suga. And like he turns his back on him and Suga's about to shoot him, right? And like you even get these flashbacks of like the time they spent together, which would otherwise be very intimate if like only they had a thing where like Hanto would hesitate more because he did develop an intimate relationship with Suga. But then he would have to learn to not hesitate because that intimacy was a lie. But yeah, so as Suga's about to shoot him, he spontaneously freezes in place, and then Hanto just punches him out of that ice, only for another wall of ice to appear, and then he slams into it, causing an explosion. And of course, the episode ends with a classic Oran Pierre Alfonso and Janochi moment where Shoma is carrying Hanto on his back, and they have like a heart-to-heart. It's like, hey man, like, I hope you're feeling better. I feel better. How do you feel? I also feel a lot better. Bro, like, we need to continue working together because we're the best when we're together. And like, it's so cute. And like, yes, insert the Momoi and Sonoi references because I swear, like, if there was a time to make a first Kamen Rider gay couple between the main and secondary writer, this would be the season to do it because these two have so much on-screen chemistry together and it's just so intimate. And intimate does not necessarily mean sexual, but it doesn't have to mean it doesn't have to mean romantic either. But if you did ship them, it would work. Because you've got a Granute who's trying to become more human. You have a Human that's becoming progressively more Granute, and they're starting to see eye to eye, and they're just being so cute together. Like even Hanto had a pack of gummies in his pocket just in case, and it was so cute. But then we cut to Suga lying in an alleyway. And he's remembering holding the baby, which again, you bastard! That's your own daughter! I swear, I cannot unsee Suga as Shao Tucker. The two of them have very similar modus operandi. And it's gonna bother me to no end. Like, Jeebus Cripes. But as he's lying in the alleyway, he's approached by Nielv, and he says, "Don't worry. I'll take it from here.
Oh, hell no! 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 Oh, hell no!
Oh, hell no.
And that's where the episode ends. This episode's a 10. It's just perfection. The creepy factor was good. The cute factor was good. The cool factor was good. The tough factor was fantastic. It just nailed it. It was just a phenomenal episode. You know, like, I'm very hesitant to give 10s to certain episodes and seasons just because like, I'm not the type of guy who's going to give a 10 to every single episode. I'm calling you out, Jared. But this episode definitely deserved a 10. Stunt choreography, especially during the shootouts. The creepiness of seeing deeper into Suga's laboratory, the anticipation of what Yelv's going to do next, and when we see what happens in the trailer for the next episode. All I'm gonna say is,
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
but let me know what you guys thought. Like, what was your favorite thing about the episode? What are some things you're looking forward in the next episode? Let me know. Jeeb is back with a bride. Oh boy. Yeah, no, I was anticipating him to return. But you know, I'm wondering how this came about because if you recall, like, one of the conflicts with the twins in the first arc of the season was if they keep failing to destroy Gavv, then the two of them would be married off to like some wealthy families to improve the Stomach family's connections. And here Jeeb is being married to someone else. Mind you, at least it's not an arranged marriage like it's like freaking Kakegurui, but it's just really interesting that, yeah, kind of odd. And they made a big deal about it too. Like, I mean, I get it at first it was because they didn't want to be separated from each other. So maybe because Shida is gone, he doesn't have that attachment to prevent him from getting married. But I'm curious how we went from this scene in episode 6, not even 16, episode 17 maybe, all the way to this episode in episode 29 next week. Wonder what Yelv meant when he said that he'd take care of it from here. If I know the show, he's probably going to take the bake driver and try to make an even bakier cookie. This was such a bro episode. No, seriously, bro. This was such a bro episode because Hanto and Shoma really do have that on-screen chemistry. It's adorable. But if you enjoyed watching, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon, stay notified of our latest videos. We do Ultraman Classic on Mondays, Kamen Rider Gavv on Wednesdays. Sorry, Ultraman Classic on Mondays, Kamen Rider Gavv on Wednesdays, number 1 Sentai Go Juju on Thursdays, and Kamen Rider Classic on Sundays. We didn't do one last week. We needed to take a sabbatical, but we're back this week. We're doing yet another episode. So we'll be doing episodes 34 through 39. Please tell your friends. And check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we do various movie reviews and vlogs. And I'm going to be posting... I'm going to be posting the vlog for Sailor Moon the Super Live probably on Monday. I'm going to be editing during the weekend. So, you know, I got you, fam. And yeah, if you want to follow my personal content, you can find me on Instagram at Boken_Kabuto and on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKabuto. And for all you Twitch fans out there, Yes, I'm streaming all of our Morphin Network content except for Gavv on my Twitch channel. So if you want to watch it on Twitch, well, if you want to watch the classic Kamen Rider and Ultraman as well as Gojuger on Twitch, it's on my personal Twitch channel. But Kamen Rider Gavv exclusively on YouTube and Facebook. So, keep it cool, fam. Until next time, please be sure to stay safe, stay hydrated, update emergency kits, hug your loved ones. And we'll see you guys in person at the Pasadena Convention Center on May 24th for Pasadena Comic-Con, and at the Burbank Marriott for the Robo Toy Fest on June 8th. So mark your calendars for that. We can't wait to see you guys. Until then, see ya.